Welcome back, Internet. Thank you for joining us today on Saturday night's Thunderball. Thunderball. Nobody did the echo.
I was muted. I said it. Dang it.
Thanks for joining us here on this fine Saturday. We are here to play some more of our newly incarnated D&D 5th edition-ish game, Thunderball. We're going to get back into the action here in a second. We kind of left off at a bit of a cliffhanger last week, which was our first session of this game. So you won't have missed much if this is your first time joining. I'm going to go through some of our announcements for our upcoming streams. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern time, we have our next installment of the Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, which is our Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign that I'm also running, and many of these fine folk are in it. We are, I'm trying to remember, I think they're about to go kill some or talk to some bugbears. So this should be fun. Like I said, 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday, we'll have our next session of Tidefall, which is another D&D 5th edition campaign that a few of these fools are also in. And you can check that out at 8 o'clock, 8:30 Eastern time this Wednesday. And then just a programming note, we will not have a session of Saturday nights next Saturday. Unfortunately, just scheduling not working out, so we will not have our next session of this game will be 2 weeks from today. I think that's it as far as announcements go. Anybody have anything else they need to plug or promote or talk about, or just want to say hi? All right. So, without any further stalling, welcome back, Thunderball fans. We are gearing up for an exciting exhibition match here at Call Rock Stadium between the Nevertide Nightmares and the Grey Coast Griffins. The score currently stands at 2-1, with the Griffins poised to clinch victory if they can withstand the Nightmares' assault. Medical staff on hand has assured us Aski Iklek, who went down late in the second set, is fit to play, but the Nightmares seem on their heels from the brutal head-on tactics that being employed by the Griffins. It's still anyone's game as the Nightmares take the ball to start the fourth set, and more twists and turns are sure to follow. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Arcanum Sports Emporium is the official sponsor of the Balabar Thunderball League. Arcanums, where champions are forged.
So we're picking up right now, right after the end of the third set, in which you all scored a decisive lead against the Nevertide Nightmares. Right now, the Nightmares are gearing up for their chance at the ball. The Arc Sphere will be spawning in on their side of the field, and you will be receiving a friend on your side as the new Arc will spawn. So you have your minute setup time. Your coach Yuri is on the side of the field, sitting on the your side of the stands, keeping an eye out in case you want to call a timeout. But you have your minute set up. Is there anything you want to do? Or any position changes you all are making?
So I'm going to be the only one striking, right?
Yeah, Truffy is switching to defense to prepare for their attack, but like we did before, as long as we're also touching the ball, we can pass over to the other side. If we get a hand on it, you're just the only one who can actually put the ball in the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out if my lay on hands comes back on a short or long rest, because I might heal myself a little bit.
Lay on hands is a long rest.
Long rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
For now. We'll see if that changes.
We have some updates to the setup for both the players and those of you watching at home. We have our battle map, so everybody can see what's going on. And you guys all should also be able to see the hit bars or the health bars of the other team, which you couldn't previously, and names. So we stopped getting so confused. All right. Anything else? Any other spells?
I would like to go ahead. I'm gonna stay pretty close to the podium,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Again, in preparation. Kind of just like I'm a wall. You got to get through me.
Perfect. Yeah, so you, as the last few seconds of the setup period are timing down, you cast your Spirit Guardians, which begin to radiate from you. Actually, I can go ahead and I'm just going to put that on your token there. Just go with like 15, maybe. I don't know if this will actually work now that we've taken away measurements. Nah, we'll deal with that later. All right. Anything else? No? All right. So the time counts down, and the last few seconds of the reset period end. The buzzer sounds. There we go. And the next part of our match begins. Immediately, the arc sphere forms on the other side of the field, and you see the other team begin to move towards it. While on the same time, at your side of the field, the arc energy coalesces at the top of the stadium and comes crashing down right next to all of you. And a creature takes form that is a bit strange. Essentially looks like a massive porcupine with razor sharp fangs, standing almost 10 to 15 feet tall, and it lets out a billowing roar and brandishes its savage looking claws as it prepares to attack you. I need somebody, which I think we designated Stranger last time, as the initiative roller on your team to go. And I will roll for them.
Okay, it's gonna be a 22.
Oof. Okay. Once again, I probably have no chance. Nope. That was probably my best initiative roll with an 18 that I've ever had in my life, but not enough. So your team gets to go first. What are you
Can I
doing?
do something?
Yes.
You okay, we take this. Okay. How far away is like Rafoa from me currently?
He is right by their pedestal, so
Yeah.
from the other side of the field, probably about like 50-ish feet, 50 to 60 feet.
Okay. I want to step over, and then can I cast Entangle, like right here,
Right
like where his
underneath
nameplate?
them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Let's see. What is the saving throw on Entangle?
That'll be a strength save.
Okay. Not his strong suit. That's a 12.
That's a fail.
Then he is restrained. The vines once again sprout from the ground and wrap around his legs up to his kind of beginning to grab his arms too as he's reaching towards the Thunderball, trying to pull out of it, but he is currently held in place by the Entangle spell.
Cool. I'll step back over the line, and that's end of my turn.
Okay, so you step over, mess him up, and then run him back through. Great. So Rafoa, who was going to grab the ball and run with it, I don't think has that opportunity. He has to use his action to make another check, right, to break out. I don't think he wants to do that. Actually, no. Here's what he will do. This might waste a little bit of his time, but he is going to use his bonus action to transform into a bear. Boop. And that's going to move over here. He's still restrained by the stuff there, but he is going to use his action now as a bear to try to break out, because I think that might go a little bit better for him. This is going to waste his entire turn. Nope, that's a 7. So even with that, he tries to break free, but is unable to. The bear is currently well engulfed by the magical vines, and that's his turn. Back to you guys.
I'm gonna fight the bear.
Okay, the bear on your side of the field.
Yeah, the spiky looking one.
Which I'll just tell you for the name of it. It is a Savager is the name of this creature.
Okay, I'm gonna call it the spiky bear.
Okay, that's fine.
Unless anybody else
as long as we
wants
distinguish
to
between
go,
bear and spiky bear.
then I'm going to hit the bear.
Do it.
I would like to rage, please.
Yes.
Forgot to do that when we started. So it's a bonus action to rage, and then I'm gonna swing my maul at the bear twice. The first one is a 17.
That will just hit.
Ooh, the second one's a natural 1.
That will surely miss.
So that's 16 bludgeoning damage.
All right, 16 points of bludgeoning damage to Spiky Bear.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you come charging up towards it immediately, and smacking it. Wait, what's your weapon again?
A maul.
A maul. Smacking at it twice. Yeah.
I'm a spiky horse.
With your maul, and it just slams into it. The first time you hear the cracking of the quills and the spikes that cover this creature. But the second one, though, it sort of rolls up, kind of takes more of a defensive posture, and you're not able to bash your way through it, kind of absorbing the impact. Awesome. Is that it for your turn?
It sure is.
Okay. We put them in kind of a pickle here. Yeah, so I don't think there's much they can do. I think Aha is going to start running back to help Rafoa. Oh, no. I think this is what they're going to do. ASCII saw Stranger cast the spell, and she is currently the infiltrator. So she is going to sort of pivot. Ursa, are you kind of like right there in front of her? You're right.
Yeah, I'm right up on the line.
Okay. Yeah, I think she is going to sort of juke and try to run down towards where Stranger is, and come out through the barrier here. And then she is going to cast a spell at Stranger. Oh man, she doesn't really have a lot of good ones here for this specifically. So I think I need Stranger to make a wisdom saving throw as these horrible whispers begin to cloud your mind.
Oh no.
That's a 9.
Amazing. Okay, that's a fail. So that is going to be 14 points of psychic damage. As there's this discordant melody that only you can hear racks you with terrible pain, and you are also on a failed save. You take the psychic damage and must immediately use your reaction, if available, to move as far as your speed will allow away from the creature casting the spell. So that's probably going to put you somewhere over like right here. If you just haven't, you've got like a regular 30-foot movement speed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's put you over there right on the other side of the spiky bear. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's also a 9.
All
Oh,
right.
man.
In which case, the spell, the entangle spell, ends. So he's no longer restrained. It is still difficult terrain over there, though. I believe. No, for the duration. So just the duration of the spell. So no, the vines sort of melt away and dissolve back into the ground. And then ASCII is going to GTFO back on her side of the field. They can do it too. That's going to end her turn, though. Back to you guys.
So bad.
Who wants to hit the bear and who wants to wait for them to come over and try and do something?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attack the Savager with I'm gonna go ahead and use Ray of Frost on the Savager.
Okay. I think it's a ranged attack roll. The spell attack roll.
Yeah. So it was 8.
Oh. Yeah. The 8 is going to. You send the ray of frost. I think it is still kind of curled up in its defensive form, and it just deflects off of the hard quills on the back of this creature.
Quick question: is that in range of his little spirit dudes? Should that be wailing on it?
Yeah, so let's. At the start of his turn, I'll have it make a save. That is a good point, though. I'll say that it is close enough, or at least unless you could move so it's close enough.
I think the spirit guardians are usually like a reactionary, like react to others moving.
Yeah, I think it's you can throw the language of the spell in the chat, but my memory serves me. It's at the start of their turn. They will take damage if they are within the spell's effect.
Yeah, it's on the start of their turn.
Okay. So that is Douglas's turn. I'm gonna go ahead and have the Savager take its turn while I'm thinking about it, and it is going to make a Wisdom saving throw against your Spirit Guardians. Which it rolls a 10, so I'm pretty sure that fails.
Yeah, it fails.
So go ahead and roll your damage on that.
Okay. Let me just. That'll be 10 radiant damage.
All right, 10 points of radiant damage. Oh. Okay. As the spirit guardians begin to sort of whelm over it and shoot out their laser rays, I think is kind of what the description was last time, in the direction of the spiky bear. It is... I think Stranger... no, I don't think it's going to go for you. I think it's just going for Alessa because you're like right up there on it. So it has that opportunity. So first it's going to make a bite attack against you. It's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
For 22 piercing, reduced to 11.
Okay.
And then it's going to make an attack with its claws, and because it's not moving, it's going to make its attack with advantage, which is a 24. Which is, holy shit. That can't be right.
Which is halved.
Well, that's 45 points of slashing damage. Halved to 22.
Great.
Did it crit?
Let this do the
Nope.
math for me.
That's just 5d12 for its spiky claws.
Ow!
Yeah. Ow, indeed. That's all it can do on its turn, though.
Oh, that's all.
That's it.
Just the one thing.
As it just rakes its claws across Alessa, and you're able to withstand a lot of it because of your enraged form. But
There's a very loud, angry yell from that side of the field.
yeah, that will end its turn. Back to you guys.
I've got this. Unless
Get
you
'em.
got something.
I was just gonna just get closer to Treffy and see what happens. What you got, Ace?
I'm gonna fly up in the air a bit, fly over the pedestal, and position myself so I can breathe fire when I cast Dragon's Breath on the spiky bear because
Do it.
I'm a dragon bird.
Do it, Dragon Bird. Is that a dexterity saving throw from Spiky Bear?
Yes.
Okay. Dexterity save.
Dragon bird.
That's a 24 on its dexterity saving throw.
How dexterous is this thing?
I rolled a 19, so it's
Still takes.
pretty
Well,
dexterous.
let's see. I can add my charisma modifier to 1 damage roll, so that's a 12. So it still takes 6 fire damage, and I'm just gonna do an angry bird squawk at it.
All right.
And I'm still in the air because I'm not going near that thing because it almost ripped the horse lady in half, and I am
Yeah.
little bird.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah, you breathe fire kind of strafing downwards, and the flames don't seem to make this thing much happier. It seems very enraged by it. It looks up at you and gives a massive roar. You can see the slobber kind of just shooting out of its mouth as it's just in this feral state.
I'm roaring back.
Do it. That will be your turn. So I think, yeah, Atra, the captain of the other team, is going to do what she does best, which is move a lot, because she's a rogue. And she's going to use her action, bonus action, and movement to move. And she goes running back, grabs the Thunderball, 50 feet of movement. I think that leaves her with about 40 left, so I think she makes it just about here. And that will be, and you can see Aha going in for kind of the handoff, but that will end their turn, or her turn. So I think Treffy and Ursa are the two that are left on your guys' side of the field.
Think,
What you got?
Yeah. I think Treffy's gonna be like, Spiky Bear's hurting our friends. I'll let you get them.
All right.
Because I can engage Spike Bear from range. If you get up on it, it might tear your face off. Based on how much damage it's done.
Maybe.
So yeah, Treffy's gonna fly up just a little bit, basically be standing like on Ursa's head, but not actually, and is just gonna pew pew the bear a couple times with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
What is my modifier? That's only a 16.
Oh, that'll miss.
Yeah, but I get a second bolt.
Okay.
That'll hit with 17.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
Yep. Where are my d10s? Well, that's only 2 force damage.
Oh, no.
So
You're
I
gonna
don't
push
have
or pull it?
Agonizing Blast. Yeah, I think I am gonna Yeah, I'm gonna push it a little bit more because it had that thing where it got advantage for not moving.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think that's gonna push it a little closer to Stranger. So we'll see how that turns out, but it does push it away from Tuglas and Alessa.
Yeah. And,
Hopefully won't be in as much danger.
yep. And that's all I got because I'm out of bonus action things.
Perfect. On the other side, that's just going to leave it with Aha, who I think what she is going to do is... She doesn't want to move over by herself. She saw how that worked out last time. So I think she is just going to prepare herself. She's going to use her action to sort of prepare a move once Ashra gets into position so they can move across together. So that's going to be it for her turn. Super boring. So Ursa, that is you now.
Okay, I am going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon over by the spiky bear. Because the range is 60 feet. Let me click.
Okay.
So just sort of a big old sword that is wreathed in lightning. Is gonna try to stab this bear.
Do a quick token search for lightning sword.
I can get you a dry one for next week.
All
Yeah,
else
we'll do it
fails,
for
you do
next
have a
week.
lightning hammer somewhere in there.
I do have a lightning
Ooh,
hammer.
Get the lightning hammer. That works for now.
Okay.
Okay, that is plus a lot to hit. What's my...
I love it when
25?
it's yeah, that'll hit. Oh, that's a big spiritual weapon. Hold on.
Yeah! It's the biggest thing you've ever seen.
Hey, I know that guy.
Okay, 1d8. Let's see. Okay. 8 plus what? My spellcasting ability modifier. So that is 11 points
Nice.
of radiant damage to the bear.
Nice. You just smack the bear upside the face with this this lightning wreathed sword, and at least this big kind of open slash across it, and you see the porcupine bear thing roar out in pain. It kind of slashes back at the spiritual weapon, just flashing out wildly as it's getting thrown around the battlefield right now.
Okay, and then for my action, I'm just gonna aim a javelin
Okay.
to yeet it at one of these fools that come across the line.
Whoever comes across. Perfect.
Yes.
All right, cool. And with that, we'll end the first round. So we'll go back to the top, and one of you can go first.
I would like to go first because I would like to heal some people.
Yeah.
So, Sean, you'll have to let me know if I can get Stranger, Ursa, and Alyssa within prayer of healing. It's 30 feet.
Yeah, Prayer of Healing, unfortunately, it takes 10 minutes to cast. So you won't be able to get the Prayer of Healing off.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I
you
know,
do it
that
on a
sucks.
timeout. When
You
we
could
take
do
one.
that on a timeout, yeah.
You could, yeah. Okay, instead, because I want to heal somebody. I want to heal people. I'm gonna go ahead and do.
Well, could we call a timeout right now? Because the ball's still on their side.
You could call a timer right now if you wanted to. Yeah. Since some people are
Yeah.
kind of messed up. If you wanted
And
to,
4.
yeah. Alessa would have to call it.
Okay.
But
I do?
You're the
yeah,
team
you're the
captain.
captain.
Yeah.
Heck. I forgot.
But you could, if you guys want to, if somebody wants to give the hand motion to Alessa to call a timeout, she could do it. I'm not really going to require it to be like an action on somebody's turn. It just has to be on one of your guys' turns.
Does anybody aggressively not want to call a timeout? Okay.
Because you guys have 3. Okay. And haven't used any yet. All right. So as this is happening and Big Spike Bear is going to lunge down at probably Stranger, Alessa calls the timeout and there's a whistle. Oh, I don't have a whistle thing. No, I think it's just going to be the air horn again because it's the only sound effect that I have. And immediately the Savager just freezes.
Ooh.
And you see Atra and Ah, who have the ball in hand, or begin to move over, just curse as they realize there was an opening on your side of the field and they were about to use it to try to get across. They
Nice.
Are thwarted. Take us out of that music. And you guys can take a timeout. Reset. The Savagers will stay exactly where it's at on the field right now.
Okay.
And
But
then-
we don't have to be in the same spot, or do we have to reset
you
where
guys
we're
can-
at?
Nope, you guys can move to wherever you want.
Oh.
Okay.
But they can also start wherever they want to be with the Thunderball. So
Yeah. Okay. So pros cons. The pro being we could heal everybody and it doesn't use a turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wipe all the blood off my face, probably.
So Fly is gone from us, but since I'm a warlock,
Ah,
I can
I
get
forgot
my
about that.
spells back.
Okay.
mhm. And you could cast Prayer of Healing at this point if you wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and give some healing back to
Great.
Ursa, Alessa, and Stranger.
Yes,
So
please.
cast it again.
Okay.
So that is 10 points of healing.
Sweet.
We can also roll hit dice, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, cool.
God, I hope so.
As one of your options, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which they're gonna do some of that too.
So with them.
Yeah, so
about-
if you could do. Okay, so if you pick healing as your thing you're doing during timeout, which means like you can't do a spell.
You can't. Yeah, you couldn't do anything else. You'd
Okay.
only be doing your resting.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Then I might. Yeah, I've got some hit dice. I think I'm gonna also heal during this timeout. Oh wait, or do I do? Or do I do a short rest and I get my Channel Divinity back? Okay, what do you think about this?
Still want Truffy to be the defender for them about to come at us. Probably is what I'm leaning, because I can just prepare an action for when they cross to command them to just drop the ball or even,
Yeah,
give.
because they might just like line up on the line or something
Yeah.
and
Just
just
like-
get ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, and
So- I like that idea.
and when we start again, I'll lose my Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
But at least you're all like not as dead.
I
Yeah.
feel much better.
And I think spiritual weapon. How long does that last for?
Oh, I don't know. Me.
I think it's 10 minutes. So I think it would go away during the.
Oh darn. Okay. Well, so there's pros and cons to timeouts we're finding.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move this over to the other side, outside, in case you cast it again.
So I'm thinking that
Wish I
if
could.
I succeed on commanding them to give the Thunderball to me, do we want to have Alessa at the ready so we can just blitz to their side and try and score? But that would
Swoop it
mean
up.
we don't really have anyone to take the spiky bear head on.
I can
mean-
get to the pedestal very quickly.
Yeah, you can.
So
I mean, I can always try doing hold person when they cross over the line.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't prepare it since I already healed, but I know that that's a. Let me make sure that I can just cast that.
And they do still have 2 timeouts left. I'm going to create, probably before next time, I'm going to create a little block for keeping track of how many timeouts are left for each side of the field.
That'd be good too.
That would be
Okay. Okay.
but they do have 2. So there's a non-zero chance that they would call one as soon as you guys had the ball. Your coach would tell you.
Yeah.
Not me, the voice in the sky.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, I could
Welcome.
Yuri, Coach Yuri. I wrote down his name.
Yeah, I could instantly cast Hold Person if we wanted to try that. If they cross over the line, because I don't think it works on our big spike bear friend.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. I could use the rest of my lay on hands and tussle with the bear a little bit. We got in some good hits on it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just thinking in terms of order of operations. We may want to try having them see if I can get them to pass me the Thunderball with command before you try and paralyze them with Hold Person. Just in case they're paralyzed and then can't actually pass it.
Yeah.
I like this plan. I hope it works.
Yeah, I think if so, you want to try to paralyze them? You said.
No, you were saying you would do that with Hold Person, but I
Yeah.
want to use command to try and make them pass me or pass us with Thunderball.
Okay, yeah. If we want to do that, and as long as Hold Person works, I would say have a backup just in case it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I can also do Hold Person, but I'm thinking I may use Silent Image on the podium and do that thing I mentioned a bit last time where I want to kind of change what it looks like where the pedestal actually is, so they're not sure if they
Okay.
try and throw it there, because I can maintain concentration on that.
Okay. I would say let's for Treffy and Tugless, I say let's try Hold and then command if Hold works. If not, then you have a chance to do something else.
Okay. We could also do, if you do Hold Person first, we could maybe just pluck it out of their hands.
Yeah, that's true. Alessa could just run up and grab it.
You got the plan.
So actually, hold on, because if I do Hold Person, because I'm a warlock, it'll automatically be at the level where I can target 2 people.
So you could
So
try
I
to
could-
hold both of them.
Yeah. Although my DC is 15, is yours any better?
Mine's 14, so yours is a little bit better.
Does Hold Person work on a wild-shaped person?
It just says a humanoid in range.
So it would not work on the wild shaped.
Okay. I was just curious.
Okay, so I could Hold Person 2 people, but I can command 3 people. Yeah, and it can be to any creature, not just a humanoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Stranger, you
could
gonna
command.
stick
so you
around
could-
by this bear or no?
No, I'm not. I was thinking actually that if you're taking it head on, then I might stay in a corner and just attack it from a distance.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then I'll go on the other side if I end up needing to.
Okay. Cool.
Should I go in this corner or on the left corner?
I mean, they're gonna be coming through in just a sec, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might behoove us to have somebody in that other corner because Atra can move very far.
In which corner, left or right?
The right corner, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can stay over there.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
I'll tussle with ASCII.
So could you command all 3 of them to give me the ball?
Yeah.
And well,
I didn't realize
could
you could cast it on
say-
3 people.
Your command is very specific. It's a one-word command,
Yeah.
so you can say like pass. You can't specify who they're passing.
Yeah, I
it
would
to.
just say
Give.
give.
Give. That works too.
Or
That's amazing.
if I told them to forfeit,
Oh,
it could either be the ball
Wow.
or that
Oh my
they're just
gosh.
like,
that's dirty.
There's not a forfeit mechanic in this
Yeah.
match,
Um,
unless you cast it on the coach. In which case,
Oh, that seems like it's
but
against the rules.
you could
That-
you could
Yeah.
not do that.
That seems very dirty.
Oh my gosh.
That it's very dirty.
Okay. I'm gonna stay up here, sort of by the line, and just wait to see what happens. And if none of it works, I'm gonna charge at the bear. I have a
Okay,
simple plan.
perfect.
mhm.
Yeah.
And then, in terms of the pedestals, I'm just thinking for using my silent image to change how it looks to them. Is it like a hoop? Do they just have to place it on the pedestal, or
just have to hit
As
it.
far as scoring, they just have to strike the pedestal with the
okay? So it's not
Yeah,
like
it's kind of like a
necessarily on
column.
top. It's just a whole
No.
column.
yeah the whole column.
Okay. I'm trying to think then what I could best use silent image to mess with their perception of it. Maybe I just shift it like a foot to one
Just make
side or
another
something.
one. And then there's
Yeah.
that 50-50 shot of hitting the right one.
That's a way to do that.
Yeah, because I mean I'm just gonna go ahead
I
and
don't
flip
know.
the spell so we can read the description. So it is a 15-foot cube, so I could just be like, nope, the image is that our pedestal is now a foot to one side.
I like that idea.
Because yeah, then I can concentrate on this. Command is not concentration. And, I can do silent image at will because of an invocation, so
Sweet.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you would have to drop silent image for hold person though.
Yeah, but I think we've decided I'm going to try command because
Do command
Yeah.
instead. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
I'll do I'll try hold person and cast it at a at a third level, so that way I could probably get two people.
So then I
Alright.
think with a few minutes left in the timeout, I'm not going to do it right before, but maybe try and do it if they're still huddling and not paying attention. Going to do the silent image of the pedestal just to the side.
Let's do a. I'm trying to decide if stealth or sleight of hand. We'll go stealth.
Okay, that's the same roll for me.
Okay. Somebody can help if they want to, but like just standing in front of
Look
you.
at that over there.
If like Alessa stood in
I'm
front
really
of it.
big.
would-
Mhm.
yeah.
You
I don't know what we're
Big.
doing, but it sounds like you need a large person to help.
Yeah, just blocking their view of our pedestal so I can silent image it like a foot to one side.
Guess I can do.
Horse mom just sits in front of it for a second.
I stretch really high.
That is
Love
a
it.
19.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
during the timeout, as you guys are getting back onto the field, you take a second to do that. The refs don't call it. I mean, that's perfectly within the rules of the game. So yeah, you're good. Any other plotting? All right, and is everybody where
Got
they want to
this.
be for the start of the match?
Am I
Yeah.
at least 30 feet away from the bear? That's all I care about.
You are at least 30 feet away from the bear.
Great.
Yeah.
Then I'm ready.
All right. And as the last few seconds wind down, so Atra and Haha are going to, they have the ball, looking like they're going to move over together. Rifoa is right behind them in bear form still, and ASCII is on the other side of the field. And
Gonna hold in action before the thing goes into cast command once they cross the line.
Sweet.
Or
Okay.
prepare an action.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to have prepared at. You guys will get to go first. I
Okay.
don't know if I want to get into preparing actions that will occur once the bell goes, because then
Okay.
everybody could do that, and it
Yeah.
would just kind of
Yep.
defeat the purpose.
Okay.
But you can go first, since you guys will go first. And and the round resumes. So first up for your team, or I guess we got to do initiative again, don't we? Now that I think about it.
Probably.
Yeah. Let's go and do initiative again.
It'll be a 22 again.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. I could theoretically tie with you and force a reroll, but nope, that's a natural one. So yeah, you guys get to go first.
Okay, so do we want me to use this turn to hold my action to make them to prepare a command for when they cross?
Yeah, I
good.
think that'd be best. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And
go ahead. You were.
Nope, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So just prepare a command, and the command is going to be give.
Okay. So you're preparing it as a second level spell?
It's a third level.
Third
so I
level
can
spell.
target three creatures.
Okay. So with that, it's going to be their turn. And the first person to cross over is going to be Aski. And she is going to step across. And she is going to cast a spell on, I think she'll be able to get Alessa, Treffy. Well, actually, what is the radius on this? Similar spell to what she cast before. She's going to cast Fear again. 30-foot cone. So no, she's only going to be able to get two of you. So I think she's going to run up to Alessa, just in front of Alessa and Treffy, and she's going to send that cone of fear in your direction. I'll need both of you to make wisdom saving throws, and I think you get advantage, Treffy.
Yep. Because I'm a brave little boy.
I rolled a 21.
That's a success.
22.
Both are successes. So
I rolled two 18s.
Hell yeah.
she sends that cone of fear at you, and it seems to wash over, not having any effect. And you can see a look of frustration across her face. And yeah, she's just going to duck back across the field as that was not successful. Back to you guys.
I'm gonna smack the bear.
Yeah, you
Smack
can go
it.
first.
Smack.
Smack the bear.
Okay. Just pull out my longsword, which I don't think I've used yet. This. Oh, that was not very good. That is a 13 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay.
Big old bear.
Let me try. I got 2 attacks.
Go for it.
That is 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, perfect. I'm a smite.
Do it.
Okay. So let's see. That is a D10 for just regular. Okay, so that's 6 slashing, and I'm just gonna click this for and do a first level. Oh, that was really good.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Now that's with the undead damage.
Oh shoot, I clicked the wrong one.
But that's fine. We'll still go with 2 of the 3 8s that you just rolled.
Yeah.
Jesus. So that's 16 points of damage. You confirm that this is not an undead.
Perfect. Good to know.
But still, that's really good as you slash, and there's that burst of this divine sort of white energy that just traces off of the edge of your sword as you I think probably actually infused with a little bit of the like a lightning and the thunder as well. And you deal a pretty big blow to Mr. Spike Bear. All right.
That's it. I don't really have a bonus.
I'm going to do this so you guys can see his bar too.
Oh, good to know.
That will put it to them.
I just got this image of the arcs having a health bar displayed over them because they're
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
That'd be pretty cool. So Atra and Aha are going to go at the same time. So one of you guys can go again, or one of you can delay your turn, and two of you can go in a row. What do you prefer? So either they'll both go first, or two of you will go first.
I'll just attack the bat.
Okay, you want to do that? Okay, so we'll do another turn from Ace, and then the two of them will go.
Let's just firebolt this thing.
Do it.
Firebolt, because it's allies nearby. So, bam.
Oh.
This game sucks. Stupid spiky bat.
Yeah, the 12 does not hit. It just harmlessly explodes on the porcupine quills on this thing's back, and does not seem to hit anything vital. You staying where you're at, Ace?
Yeah, I'm right next to the pedestal.
Staying in defense. Okay, perfect. So in which case, Atra and Aha are going to move over together.
And they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
For command.
Man, there's so many tokens on top of each other there. I'll deal with that in a second. Wisdom saving throw. Atra and Aha. It's a 5 and a 4.
So those both fail.
Let me double check that neither one of them have anything that'll help with this. I don't think they do. Nope. Okay. So your command is for them to
give.
Okay. So I think in unison they both. I guess they have to use. Do you have to use their action on the turn to do the thing that? I think I'll count this as a.
Or follow the command on its next turn.
Okay, which is their current turn. So yeah, so I think what they both do essentially in unison is they just throw the ball at you, Treffy. I don't think I'll have you make a roll to try. You're right there. They toss the ball in your direction. You catch it. As soon as they do that, they both look at each other and look back at you, and they go, "Shit." So I think, I think Aha is going to attack you. I'm gonna say that used one of her attacks to give you the ball.
Okay.
But she's gonna attack you with her second one.
Okay.
And she's going to use her. No, she's just gonna make a regular attack. That's not very good. That is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
So she misses on that one. She's gonna action surge, and she's gonna attack you 2 more times.
Okay.
Rolls worse. 9 and a 12.
Both miss.
Jeez. So she slashes at you 3 times, all 3 missing your tiny form. So you're staying there holding the ball between you and them and avoiding the strikes. And then what can Atra do? She won't be able to do much. Shit, because Alessa is right there. Yeah, I don't think she has much she can do there. So she is going to just move back. Fuck, no, she's going to call a timeout. That's what she's going to do, because that's the only option that she has, because Alessa's just about to move across the field. So as soon as she sees Treffy have the ball, and Alessa, you're probably moving towards to grab the ball and then charge across, looks behind and sees only Rafoa and Asking on the other side, lets out a curse, and she calls another timeout.
All right. And this is good because now I can become a striker and help out.
Yep.
Got them on the run now.
All right. So unless there's a bunch of stuff you guys need to do on your over the break, I'm assuming there's not much because you just had a
Just get my
timeout.
spell slot back,
Mhm.
assuming I can. Is there any limit on getting that back?
No, you can do that. If you can do it on a short rest, you can do it during a timeout.
Okay. And I
I'm
am also
assuming
going to
this
recover
makes it
too.
a new combat round, so
This will be a
Right.
new round, yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this will be round 3 in the set.
Yes.
Okay.
What if it's
Whoa.
3.1? So there's been 3 of these, but this is now the first one.
Yeah.
So silent image will drop over the timeout, so our pedestal is back where it actually is. Thinking I might just prepare to do silent image of us like doing a split, so they have to pick either the illusion or us to go after.
That's a good.
Oh,
Not bad. I like
very
that.
sneaky.
Which side do we want to go on, though?
Do you feel better about taking on a bear or a fighter? Or if ASCII's over there,
ASCII can't hit us.
right? So we may actually want to go that
They
way.
they may still move depending on
Yeah.
where you guys position
Okay.
yourselves,
I
but
thought maybe that's where they were going to be.
Also cannot currently move the Thunderball, but that's fine.
that's probably my fault. Hold on.
instead of silent image, why don't you command them to move away from the pedestal?
I mean, I could do that too.
Go away.
So,
Okay. You should
Wait.
go with the Thunderball now.
so actually, we could do
Be
that.
gone.
I just ride on Alessa's back, and as we get close enough, I just command them to drop or kneel or something.
I just had the image instead of being like away, just get.
I mean, I could tell them to
Yeah.
Go.
flee. That's one of the suggested ones.
Leave.
Although that
Yeah.
does say it happens on their turn, so it wouldn't happen right away.
Mhm.
I could just Eldritch Blast them out of position.
I have one more. I have one more first level spell slot if I want to do like another entangle on them.
Yeah,
Like I
that
did
could work.
before.
That's a
that
good
spell is
idea.
the bane of my existence.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I plan for a lot of spells. Entangle is not one that I thought of. And that's going to be in the meta for this next season of Thunderball.
So good.
All the Reddit forum, all the fantasy Reddit forums are like, Entangle, OP, please
Yeah.
nerf.
Please
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
could Crown of Madness one of the defenders. I could make us fly. There are lots of things I could do.
I'm going to run very
like it.
fast towards the hoop.
Yeah.
So
Towards the hoop.
towards the hoop.
Hold on. With
Oops.
the fear spell, that's a 30-foot cone. Okay, so one frightened by the spell. So I could try casting fear on them once we get close enough. But that is, again, do they have to do that on their turn, or is it when they get hit by the spell?
Fear.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's still a their turn thing.
Okay.
But lasts for longer.
Yeah. I don't know. Which do we think will be most effective? Just trying to Eldritch Blast them out of the way? Or
Can
some kind of
anybody make me
status?
hit better?
Maybe.
Hang on.
I could.
What?
Is that a thing?
What if I guiding bolt the pedestal? And
Do I then get
give-
advantage to score because it's glowing?
I can hit both Treffy and Alyssa with bless.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, worst case scenario, they're about to add plus 10 to the
Oh yeah, good point.
pedestal.
Yeah.
They both end up being able to block.
ASCII is over there. She's still a striker though, so she cannot defend.
Right.
Just letting you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's up to some
Bless,
shenanigans back there.
Bless is only going to give you roll an additional D4.
A D4.
It'll help.
Yeah. Just let you know.
What if Ursa goes with you and then does her little channel divinity +10?
That's true. I
Would you
could
give
do that
to
because I
someone
just got
else
it.
Or just to you?
I think only I could use it. Let me go back and read it.
Transport and then +10 smack.
Clicked it. There it is. When you make an attack roll. So yeah, I think I have to
Okay.
be doing it.
I guess if we really wanted to switch it up, you could strike with me.
Someone could infiltrate too, like if Treffy wanted to like Eldritch Blast them.
Yeah.
Cause I can get Ursa that far, and then
Yeah.
you could give yourself a +10 to score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
So should I infiltrate, guiding bolt the pedestal to give you advantage, and then you'll be able to guided strike it as well?
Yeah. Okay, let's try
And
this.
Stranger, are you gonna go on defense?
Yes, I want to be defense.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, somebody's got to tussle with the bear then.
Oh yes, Ooh, I don't know if I can do
probably
up
the
close.
strongest person to tussle with the bear, but
Yeah, that's true.
to make Lesser even better before they cross, because I found out that Dragon Breath spell, I can touch someone and make them be able to breathe fire.
I'm sorry. What?
Ooh.
So,
Yep.
would you like to be able to breathe? I can make other people breathe either acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. What do you want to breathe when you're charging across at people?
I don't know. They all sound very good.
Just an acid horse. Just spewing everywhere.
Now, acid horse does sound very good. What were the other ones? Acid fire.
Cold, lightning, or poison.
Does cold slow them down?
It's just the
So-
damage.
Just the
type.
damage? I don't know. I think acid sounds good.
Okay, well, I will cast that on you just before the buzzer starts.
Something has changed within me.
Serious acid reflux. You know you're not supposed to snack on the timeouts.
She's just sitting over there just eating pizza.
Yeah, just stadium nachos.
Oh, God.
Yum.
So good, though. Anyway.
There's Sean sitting there going, I have an acid breathing horse who's going to have somebody who can do a +10.
This is a
I
good new
almost-
plan to come up with.
I can only have 2 defenders only on that. So it needs to be one of every position.
I will say that is going through my head. The first thing that did go through my head was though, is she going to do the acid breathing with her human head or her horse head? And then I realized,
Like, wait.
My secret horse head that I have, definitely.
It's just this little growth to the side.
No!
I'm gonna get.
Oh, it's underneath the hair.
It's like Guado from Total Recall.
No.
If we win this game, I'm gonna take some of our extra winnings and I'm gonna buy one of those horse masks.
Oh.
And just
Oh,
Alessa's
God.
just gonna wear like one of those like horse masks that the ones that Vine loved so much.
Mm-hmm. Now Sean has gone and made their infiltrator invisible.
Yeah, it's very upsetting to me. I don't like it.
Uh-oh.
I'm probably gonna get stabbed.
Cool.
How
It's fine.
big is Spiky Bear?
It's fine, I can take it.
Like, how big is Spiky Bear height-wise?
like somewhere between 10 and 15 feet.
So we have a bird who's currently 4 foot tall stepping up to it.
You can
This
fly
is-
around it. You don't have to step
No,
right up.
I'm stepping up to it. This is,
He'd be stepping.
You may want to
Watch out,
out
Bear.
of its melee range.
excuse me.
I
I have a
can
17
attack on
AC.
their side, right?
You're
Yeah.
anybody can attack
Once
on
you're
their
on
side
the
of it.
other side. Okay,
Mm,
great. Just checking.
The
I don't want to get in
defenders
trouble.
are the only ones allowed to hit.
Oh yeah. Defenders, yeah.
Great. I didn't want to get in trouble. Okay.
All right. Ready?
Wait, are we-
Is Tug was skipping bless too?
Yeah, am I still gonna do blessed, or are you just gonna do channel the
I mean,
The
bless
Both.
will help.
Okay, yeah, I'll do
Let's
it.
do
Yeah.
both.
Okay.
Blessed.
Bless.
Hashtag blessed.
All right. Hashtag bless.
Now,
okay.
who's going? How are we doing this? Are we gonna go just first immediately?
I think Treffy's
No,
gonna
you
go
guys-
first to guiding bolt it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Wait,
you
thanks.
two.
And you guys
Initiative,
will have
bro.
to. We will have to do initiative, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. Oops.
maybe I'll win an initiative. We'll see.
You do
Probably
the
not.
initiative roll, and then we're gonna have to hold one turn to let them do 2 people in a row.
Yeah. Okay.
Myself like a
Gonna have to
star or
make one of these
something for
NPCs is
bless.
gonna have the alert feat, and they're gonna be a ranger, and they're gonna. I'm gonna get like a plus 15 initiative roll.
If you want help, it's alert, dexterous, charismatic, swashbuckler.
There we go. Okay,
That's
I
Finn.
don't remember that. All right.
Wait a second.
So we got our hashtag bless crew. We've
I
got
put the
everyone else
trophy
the
on
other-
myself for bless.
Ooh, I
Seemed
like it. I
appropriate.
want a trophy too.
So Alessa, Ursa, and who's the third?
Are
Are
you
you giving it to me?
Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it to you. Yeah.
So,
This is a great plan,
There
everyone.
it is.
I have a good
Until it
feeling
won't
about
Please
this.
get it done before the bear attacks me.
I'll do my best.
could possibly go wrong.
A lot.
No pressure.
I'm about to breathe acid all over the field.
Yeah. All right. The timer winds down. You all get in position. Astra is noticeably absent from their side of the field. ASCII does begins to sing on their side of the field. And spends a lot of bardic inspiration dice.
I'm so
And she also
nervous.
begins her counter charm. And that will, the buzzer is going to start. If I can find it. There we go. And the maybe last set of this game commences or resumes. So, initiative.
That's only an 18 this time.
Okay, it's human. I can.
It bleeds.
God damn it! Roll a 10. Okay, I've been rolling with a +3 this whole time too, so it's not like terrible. I just
Yeah.
can't roll.
It's better than mine.
good.
It's better than mine, too.
All right, you guys
So,
first.
With his little legs and movement speed of 25, Truffy's gonna run across. He is gonna try and go at a bit of an angle, try and bump into where maybe Astra is, but obviously that's not the main thing. So I don't know if I
Yeah.
can even do something mechanically with that.
I'll let you make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Against her stealth.
Okay, there it is. Well, one of those was a nat 20, but the disadvantage is a 16.
16.
Bless doesn't do ability checks, right?
Actually, it does.
Does it?
I
I don't know.
Oh no,
yeah,
attack
'cause
roll or
it's-
saving throw.
It does say yeah.
Aw, boo.
Yeah. Well, a 16 is going to meet because, spoiler alert, she's not a Dexy rogue. She's a strong rogue.
She's a mean
Um,
rogue.
No, she's a big
Jesus.
Goliath. She's strength stuff. But you do, I don't think you bump into her, but you do notice maybe some grass shifting or something over this way.
Yeah, so I'll just point that out and be like, she's over there! And then keep on running up and prepare to guiding bolt the pedestal.
Okay, but you're not doing it yet.
Well,
You said
no,
prepare
that
or
is-
you're doing it?
I am doing it, yeah.
Okay, okay. You said prepare, so I
sorry.
thought, okay.
Yeah, no, okay.
Go for it.
Okay, so that's going to be a 14. Let me go ahead and add bless. That's a 4, so 18 to hit the pedestal with guiding bolt.
That'll be enough because they're not blocking the pedestal from your guiding bolt. So, yeah, the guiding bolt kind of goes shooting between Rafoa and
okay, I thought it
and
was going to do the text, but that's probably for the best that it didn't.
but the pedestal begins to glow in a pulsing light to guide your strike. Perfect.
Just like
that
a disco
will
ball, basically.
It's perfect for this music. It'll be their turn, and Atra's gonna go. And she turns visible on your side of the field. Now, Ursa, are you on top of Alessa right now?
I mean,
Or are you guys side by side
think we're
holding the ball and running in together?
yeah, I feel like we're side by side. I don't know how many pounds less can take, but I'm not as light as Treffy.
I do count as a large creature. Nope, it's more than that. I think I have the thing.
Yeah,
twice.
we calculate you can carry like thousands of pounds.
Like a couple thousand pounds and run. So
Okay, then maybe I am on you because I am a dwarf.
okay.
Okay, so if
Weight is very compact.
Atra turns visible, she's a Goliath though, so she can still reach you on top there.
Cool. Oh heck!
She is going to. I guess she's just gonna make a stab at you.
Right?
So mean.
Her rapier. Well, that's all she got. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Perfect. Plus roll sneak attack. It's 18 points of
Ouch.
piercing damage. And then she's also going to make an offhand attack against you with her dagger. It's a 23 to hit.
Ah, yes.
Or 6 piercing.
Getting accosted over here.
Yeah, so she just comes running up. She appears as the invisibility spell ends, and sinks both blades into you, trying to, well, essentially trying to knock you off the horse, since you have the ball, and she knows what's about to happen. And she's gonna stay right there, and that's gonna end her turn.
Time to go.
Yeah, let's get down the field.
I'm gonna put a hand on the ball and take Ursa and take off.
Okay. She is going to use her reaction to make an attack of opportunity. One more attack against Ursa.
Okay, so I have a question.
Oh, because you have a thing.
So she has disadvantage on opportunity attacks because of my totem spirit. Will that extend to Ursa because she's literally sitting on my back?
on top of you. I'll say sure. That sounds fair to me.
All right.
So she won't get her sneak attack she will because she's got the swashbuckler, but she has disadvantage. I gotta look at the wording of that because there's like 6 things.
Oh, I did a bad job. It's only
going
when
on
I'm
here.
raging.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she's still gonna hit me.
Unless I raged before we started, but I didn't say I did. So.
Okay.
That's up to you. Do you rage before you start running?
No, because I want to use my bonus action to dash. So.
Okay. Yeah.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
We're about to be very far away.
Yeah, but you're gonna have 2 defenders there.
I can
20
heal
to hit?
myself a little bit. Ah, that hits.
For 23 points of piercing damage.
Ouch! Okay, cool.
So
fine.
Atra
Fine.
sort of f's up Ursa, but
Yeah,
you
she
make it
does.
out, to the other side of the field. Ursa not looking great. You may continue moving.
Great. I run very far.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run. I have 50 feet, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
Just way over here
Okay.
toward the thingy.
As you're moving towards the pedestal though, around the
Yeah.
side.
Oh, I actually have a question before
Yeah.
I say I go that far. Is that to actually to hit the pedestal and melee with the ball versus to throw it? Is that a different roll?
It's the same thing. The only advantage with melee is that you don't lose the ball after making an attempt.
Okay.
Ranged.
Okay. Yeah, because if I throw it and it misses,
Don't
they can
have the
sweep
ball
it up.
anymore.
Let's not throw it.
Okay.
Okay. And Ursa, I assume, is moving with you.
Yes.
Yes, with the
Okay.
ball.
Hold it on.
Alessa, as you come running up
She
around
did something
the
bad.
Side there is a lurching underneath you as a snare activates. I've
Yes.
never used this spell before, and I'm so happy.
Sneaky.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this something I can
Which
see?
you get a +2 to because you have your paladin with you.
Okay.
You don't, because you specifically
see it.
do not see this. It's hidden from
I
you.
think it's a +2. It might be more.
And
than
you get
that.
plus the saving throw.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
the
Okay.
plus.
What
Yeah,
is
you
it?
got a lot of things you're adding to it.
Yeah,
You
well,
get
that's I was asking
Plus.
to have danger sense, but
Yeah.
oh, that's
Yeah.
very good.
Or protect artist.
25.
Jeez. Yeah, that's gonna be enough.
Thanks, everybody.
And I think on a success, just nothing. You just avoid it. So yeah, you
What would it
jump
have
out of the
been?
way as this circle of like vines and leaves on the ground suddenly solidifies, and you see this like ethereal rope just extend upward in an instant, with the instinct or the intention of hoisting you off the ground.
Oh.
Not today.
That does not trigger though, so you are within melee.
Great. And I'm over there, so I guess I could attack them.
Yeah, you go.
How do
over
I
there.
breathe
Just ma-
acid?
It's an action.
Okay, well,
How do I
yeah.
breathe
Is it an
acid?
attack or a saving throw?
I think it's a saving throw. So
I'm gonna do that. Is it a line? Get him.
It's a cone, 15-foot cone. Do I just hit the? I'll just hit the.
yeah, it'll.
Oh,
I
woo.
think that'll get all three of them.
I say ooh, woo.
I'm not feeling too well.
Oh,
For
no.
those at home, that is a
I don't
custom
like
thing I've
it.
done because this map is not to scale, and I set the thing to ooh. Okay, so I need. So we're
You just
confirming
change
is
it
it
every week.
It's a saving
Save.
throw, yes.
is
a
the same-
dexterity
it is a cone. It's not a line.
It's a cone.
Okay.
15-foot cone.
Because I know with dragons, or with like Dragonborn, it's different. But I didn't know what the spell if it was.
Acid.
Okay, so
Just to really
dexterity-
throw him off.
Okay.
Bet they didn't see that one coming.
The only one who doesn't make one. No, they did not.
Surprise!
All right, I'll have Ask you do it first. Dexterity saving throw.
She fails and just instantly dies.
What's yeah, she's
Dissolves
gonna
like a
roll
Mortal Kombat
Poor
fatality.
I keep
That's
hurting
a
this poor bard.
22
They're nice
Uh,
people.
for her. Rafoa is. That's probably enough. That's a 15. And Aha is also going to use her bardic inspiration. But that's still only a 14. So lowest was a 14.
Haha, 14 failed. So
Okay,
15
so-
to succeed.
And then they take half
Alright.
damage.
Yeah, half damage if they succeed.
Great.
Full
Alright,
damage.
so-
So 14 to those that failed. 7 to those that were good.
Yeah, Aha's the only one that failed, so she takes the full damage. Rafoa takes that. Asky takes
And also,
that.
it's
None of them
really
are-
scary.
Yeah, it's also very scary.
And
Because
gross.
they don't know if it's actual acid or like it's just thrown up
she just
and it's
she
burning.
just puked on all of them. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. This is just
Little
acid
is
spray.
known about the anatomy of the centaur.
Massive 8-foot horse person
Oh
charging
no!
Nobody
Yeah.
said that centaurs had acid pouches.
Surprise.
Nobody knows.
if we did hold
Little
person
known secret.
on Atra, could we drag her over to Spiky Bear and just sit her there and just she's the threat?
You could.
He stabbed
Okay,
Alistair
well.
so many times.
She's a-
Yeah, she did. I'm very
that's-
ouch.
that
Very
ends Alessa's turn, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, we're good. Well, it's gonna be Rafoa then, who is going to do whatever he can to stop this from happening. He's going to take a page out of Stranger's book, and he's going to cast Entangle.
Oh no.
On where Ursa and Alessa currently are.
Okay.
Now, do you have to be touching the ground?
How do it work?
Let's see. For the duration, 20-foot square creature in the air. So it's a 20-foot square, so it'd be 20 feet off the ground, 20 feet.
That's a cube, though. I'm trying to break your game.
That's a good
I'm
point.
sorry.
No, that's a good point. It's a good point because I'm thinking cubes, not squares. Are squares even specified? In
square flat. Cube tall.
I hate you so much.
Me too.
You know what? Never mind. Not gonna do this. Are you wearing armor, Ursa?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be so mean.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure I have chainmail on.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this instead.
Yeah, I have chainmail. This is gonna hurt.
This is all because Savvy's gone. Oh, you've got cube. It's square. I'm gonna kill you now.
Your chainmail begins to heat up.
Ha! It's hot.
As he casts heat metal on your armor.
Ouch. Do I have to make a save? What do I do for that?
Yep. Nope. You just take damage.
I just take it. Ow.
Yeah, because you can't drop your armor right now. So you're gonna take 10 points of fire damage.
Ow!
And you have disadvantage on attack rolls. And abilities.
Okay.
Ursa's looking rough.
Kind of close, fam.
Oh shoot! It didn't work.
Yeah.
Not
I forgot
54.
how low you were.
5. There we go.
Okay.
So many heaps.
That ends
5 more
Rafoa's
kittens.
turn. He sort of interposes himself here. Both he and Aha are ready to block. And it's back to you guys.
The ball on the hoop.
I would like to try to put this ball in the hoop.
Okay.
Okay.
So
do I have to jump off of Alessa?
Are you gonna? So you're gonna do it in melee? You're gonna try to dunk it?
I would like to, since they're. Ow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, you could jump off of Alessa and try to
Dunk
do that.
it.
I'd say you could also try to reach over. You want to stay on Alessa's back, though. I think she got close enough.
Okay. Because she's right up on it. I forgot about that.
You can stunt a bit, some cowboy stunts.
Isn't Rafoa a gnome or something?
He is. He's also very short.
Oh, I forgot. He's tiny.
He's a halfling.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try. Do I have to save before or after I do it? Let me click what it says. My guided strike.
Guided strike.
That didn't print. There it is. Make this choice after you see the roll, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses.
But
all right.
You know what the AC of the thing is going to be at this point, so it's not really.
Let's go. All right, this is disadvantage.
But with advantage, it's guiding bolt.
So you have advantage and disadvantage canceling out, and so it's going to be a flat check plus bless plus your divine strike.
Okay. All right. Come on.
The odds of you missing this.
Okay.
Very low.
That is a 19 with my guided strike.
A 19 with the guided strike and bless.
Yes,
So
and bless.
what's your attack bonus?
Wait, I didn't add my attack bonus.
Okay.
Hold on.
I was gonna say, how low did you roll?
I've rolled pretty bad. Okay, so that's probably just straight. Is it just proficiency? Do I add strength or dexterity?
It's whatever your normal attack modifier is.
24 then.
24. All right. So Alessa, Ursa, the two of you come riding up. Your armor begins to heat up. You feel this glowing, searing pain as Rafoa frantically begins to cast a spell. At the same time, you go to you lift the Thunderball up with one hand as you're leaning off, grabbing onto. I imagine you grab onto Alessa's arm and you sort of extend her outwards as she's like bracing herself on the side of your haunches. And Aha and Refoa both jump at the same time to block the shot. Aha attempting to use her shield, but you have too much height with currently on Alessa's back, and you just slam the Thunderball down onto the pedestal. And in that moment, there is another deafening air horn that sounds, and the crowd bursts into applause as the match has ended, and the announcer begins to call out, and there is shouts of joy and despair and as the Gray Coast Griffins have won the match.
Ursa just like high fives Alessa, just like yeah, and then it's like and starts trying to take her armor off.
I think I start to do a victory lap and then just kind of drop Ursa off next to wherever the medical tent is on the side.
Yeah, the spell ends. Refoa drops it before you take any more damage.
Okay, cool.
They all look pretty forlorn on the other side of the field. The arc sphere or the arc cage kind of dissipates all the magical going on. You watch the spike bear dissolve away at the same time. Never got another attack.
Get it. I want to have my 2 daggers out, just ready to attack.
And a knife. It's got 2 knives. That was a good match.
I think Atra comes up to Alessa and Ursa, the two of you, as you're heading off the field. Oh no, she's on the other side. So I think she heads over to like Stranger and Tuglas and Ace there, and again looks a bit frustrated. And I think it looks at you, Stranger specifically, since you kind of harried her team the entire match. And she says, "Some pretty good stuff."
Thank you. You as well.
That spell was damn annoying. You have to talk to Refoa about that. Good game though. And she holds out a hand to shake yours.
I'll shake it like too excitedly.
Aw.
What? Okay. And she goes to Tuglas and Ace in turn, and the other side of the field, Refoa and Aha and Aski head over to Alessa and Ursa and Treffy. And Refoa says, "That's some hell of a combo that your team has there." Kind of looking you up and down, Alessa.
Thank you.
Better watch out for the stampede.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to see it in person yet. We're gonna have to think of a counter for that. We're just not really, I think, built for that kind of all-out assault. Jeez. Well, that was good.
Good game to you.
We're gonna go grab drinks after the match. If you guys find yourself at the stable, well, it's on you. You won, but we'd love to have a drink with you and talk it over.
Is this a horse joke?
No, it's the name of the bar.
I kid.
All
We'll
right.
see you there.
And they head over to their coach and their side of the field as you all make your way over to Coach Yuri, who gives a less than emotional nod and says, "Good game."
Thank you, Coach.
we got some stuff we can
Easy.
work on, but we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Can one of them be not getting hit so hard?
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, that
Very good.
would be nice.
That
I would only need some ice tonight.
yeah, go see the medic before you get going. Yeah, took some notes. We'll work on our attack formation a bit. It's pretty solid, but I think we can clean things up a bit. Defense needs some work, so we'll talk about it. I'll have your pay for you. Go cleaned off, and I'll give it to you before you leave.
I completely forgot that we actually get paid to do this.
Oh yeah, money. That's a thing.
If you don't want yours.
Oh, I never said I didn't want mine.
What does he mean defense needs some work?
Well, they
But they
scored
were
on
pretty
us.
slippery. Yeah, that was hard
I
to.
dropped one of them.
You almost dropped one of them. She did not actually get out there for the rest of the game.
Because the medical team came.
No, you should be careful of that. The commission will watch if you are a little too nasty with your hits. Don't want to get
They
any
tried
penalties.
cheating first. They did. I remember. I do like how the last point was like 20 odd minutes of us standing around, while the rest of the match was like under a minute.
Because there were 3 timeouts total, and then like
Mhm.
30 seconds of action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's again, this is straight up football.
It really is. It really is.
We just need more moments of all of us just like watching the ball before it stops moving.
So you all head back into your lockers to clean off. You are all given your payment for this match, which as the winning team, you each receive 500 gold pieces.
Heck yeah.
And we're going to go and take our break, but a couple things before we go. So I've got a couple of stuff for the second half. One is that you guys can go to the bar. You can kind of hang out around town if you want. You're currently in Call Rock, which is a major port city here in Balavar. So you've been invited to hang out with the Nevertide Nightmares. And additionally, you go spend some of your money at the Arcanus Sports Emporium if you would like to. And I've got a whole bunch of things that you could buy if you want to head over to the sporting goods somewhere before drinks. So we're going to take our break here, and we'll be back in a couple minutes, everyone, to finish up our session. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us on our break. We have just finished our first Thunderball match in which the Grey Coast Griffins were successful or victorious over the Nevertide Nightmares. You have all rested, showered, whatever you do post-match, all refreshed, healed, good to go. And you have your payment. And as you head out into the city streets of Call Rock to enjoy your victory, I think most people are still in the stadium. And actually, that's another thing. You guys can stick around or come back for the match against with the, what did I say? The Call Rock. That's right. The Hungerlawn Cobras taking on the Call Rock Reef Hunters. Be the sort of the headlining match for today, but that'll be taking place in probably about like an hour or so. But you have most of the afternoon to do whatever you want. But as you head out to the streets, you can see, as there is one in every city in Bolivar at this point, a prevalently displayed, immaculate storefront, this pure white building with this golden trimmed exterior and big arcane lettering across the front in a flourishing neon script. You see Arcanum Sports Emporium for all your sporting needs. So with pockets full of cash, if you guys want to, you can go check out their stock.
Like to peruse.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say Tuglas is like, for some reason, very excited about the prospect of going into this store. Don't know why. Just really excited.
So with Tuglas running ahead of all of you, you come running up to the doors of the store, and there's you see there's this glass storefront, and the doors themselves don't seem to have any handles. And actually, as you walk up, this arcane mechanism causes the doors to just slide to the side, allowing you to enter. It's a magical experience that nothing like you have ever known before. And as you enter this beautiful kind of music, I don't think I have anything good for this. I need to find some store music, but I'll use this for now.
Fantasy music.
So
yeah,
calm.
This calming in the store interior music kind of comes over these arcane speakers, and there's a desk on near the back part of the store, where there are like, and all throughout there are like racks and racks of gear and equipment, and I think there are some painted wooden like cutouts of athletes in various poses, holding thunderballs and striking and all sorts of good stuff. And you can, at the back part of the store, a woman, human with blonde hair, pinned back in a ponytail, wearing a Arcanum's official purple uniform, smiles and waves, and she says, "Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Ashley. I'm an associate here. If you need anything, just let me know."
Ashley, do you guys have some of those guidebooks I heard about?
Oh yes, we have the this season's guidebook. Actually, just came in this week. If you want a copy, I can pull a few out from the back.
Yeah.
And she goes jogging in the back, and there are just racks and racks of things for you to choose from. I have created a list of custom goods created by Arcanums that are available to my players here, and we can, if you guys are interested in one, read it out so that the stream can hear, because so this is the thing I've been the most excited about since we started last week. There's also a general link to just some basic D&D items and the pricing there. So if you want anything off the main menu, you can still look at that. So just follow that link. But there's a whole list of Arcanum's exclusive gear that you can buy here. including Ashley comes out back. You're talking about the official Thunderball guide,
Yes.
specifically.
That's probably
Yes.
what Ursa wants to get.
So you want to read off what the official Thunderball guide is?
Yes, the official Thunderball guidebook costs 500 gold pieces. A comprehensive manual containing the complete guide to each registered team for the 38th season of the Balavar Thunderball League. You may use this guide to recall information about the members of a registered Thunderball team. You can learn the names, classes, and starting positions of each member of the team. You may also learn if their stats are higher, lower, or equal to your own. Do some planning with that thing.
That's cool.
Yes. Yeah. So this is the she comes back out, and it's a pretty hefty. There's probably some like non-essential stuff there. There's some like historical parts that talks about like Thunderball through the ages and all that sort of stuff. And the she comes back out and places on the counter. She says, "I'll hold this here if you want to look at anything else, but I'll make sure nobody else buys this. These things are going pretty fast today." So yeah, you can certainly get a copy of that. Anything else anybody's looking at?
Me.
What are you looking at?
I am looking at the wrist brace of support.
Okay. What is the wrist brace of support?
The wrist brace of support. This wrap fits snug around your wrist, providing you with a comfortable yet firm support. When a creature attempts to disarm you, roll 1d6. On a 6, you cannot be disarmed.
Yes. So it's a wrist brace. You can that helps you kind of hold it, makes sure your wrists are nice and limber. You can still kind of articulate them, but it's nice and sturdy for all your sporting needs.
For I don't know, maybe holding on to a ball.
Yep.
Among other things.
So that's a good one. That's 250 gold pieces. Anything else anybody's looking at?
If I were to get a stick of throwing, would I be able to incorporate my current arcane focus of my magic wand into it? Even just like tie a string to it? Basically make it my arcane
just
focus.
Duct tape them together.
Sure, I'd allow that because it wouldn't have any other advantage to that.
So the stick of throwing is a hand-carved wooden stick with a large basket at one end, perfect for grabbing and throwing a thunderball. When wielding the stick with two hands, you gain a +1 to attacks made with a thunderball. You may also use the stick to carry the ball and retrieve it within 10 feet.
Yeah.
So
essentially, it's a big lacrosse stick, pretty much.
So Truffy gets and just holds it way up in the air because I don't know if you mean that the stick is actually 10 feet long, but with my 2'11", somehow getting a reach of 10 feet with the stick.
No, the stick is not 10 feet long, but it is long enough that you could retrieve something within 10 feet using it.
But so yeah, getting that. I mean, the stick is probably as big as Truffy, if not bigger.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah. So I think Truffy's gonna pick that up.
Truffy, you look very intimidating.
Oh, I mean, I don't like to look intimidating, but I also know it's good for the games.
It's like Coach says, speak softly but carry a big stick.
I mean, this is a pretty big stick for a halfling.
And are we in canon saying your coach invented it? It has coined that phrase now.
Our coach is just Teddy Roosevelt.
Your coach is Teddy Roosevelt.
I don't know how influential am I on canon. I said it in my character voice.
You did, so now that's the thing. Your coach is Teddy Roosevelt. Anything else anybody is looking at specifically, or interested in, or wants to know more about?
Douglas is kind of perusing kind of the gloves section, and his eye is caught by the gloves of catching, and so I'm definitely going to get those, which are gloves of catching are a pair of form-fitting gloves made of the finest leather substitute. While wearing these gloves, you gain an additional +2 AC on attempts to block shots.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So it helps you on defense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's vegan.
Yeah. Vegan and stylish.
I will also grab some gloves of catching.
You're also looking at the glove sketching. Yeah.
And Ace is not afraid to say he's a sellout, and I would like a sponsored visor. And I have ample space on my jersey, my jacket, my gloves. People want to sponsor.
You want to read the sponsored visor?
Sponsored visor. This hat comes with a contractual agreement with your sponsor of choice. When you win a game wearing this visor, you gain an additional 50 gold pieces.
Yes. So you can think about who you want your sponsor to be. It can be one of my already sponsored entities that we have ads for, or you could make up someone else. But which, speaking of which, I didn't mention it at the top of the stream, but we do have a new thing in our an item in our Stream Elements store. If you're out there and you want to buy ad space during the Thunderball. Now, this is specifically for fake ad space for fictional. But if you have like a D&D character, a fantasy character that owns a shop or something like that, and you want to create an ad for them, you can essentially just tell me what the company is, or you just make something up, but you can just tell me what who the business is, and you can tell me what they sell, and I will write ad copy for them and record it for our next Thunderball match.
Can I have Xander's Food Tart be my sponsor?
Can you have what?
Xander's Food Tart be my sponsor.
Oh God. yeah, you
Yes!
could. Write that down somewhere. And now I gotta add that into our list of sponsors.
If you don't know who
he's completely
Xander is,
dumb and doesn't know how to fill up the food cart.
join us
Yeah.
tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Pursuit of the Black
Our
Kestrel.
Pathfinder game, which takes place in another universe, but we will he has since
Planar
branched out.
shift. Gosh.
Yeah. Somehow it has made it over
It's
to
expanded.
Sarthia. Perfect. Anyone else looking at?
I may also get a sponsored visor. Burn through the rest of my gold because I'm thinking, get these early on so that 50 gold starts adding up.
Yeah, it's a good investment early in the game.
Is it
I
going
think
to
I'll have to
reflect
buy-
poorly on us if we all have different sponsors?
You're individually sponsored.
Can
How
one
much is
person
the
buy
dang
more than
visor?
One visor. 150 gold.
Now I kind of want one. We just all wear visors.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking about it now too.
Balavar's frattiest team.
Oh no.
If anyone
Do you
else
wanna
has
see-
75 gold spare to throw in, so Ursa can also get a visor, because she did spend, was it the full 500 on that book?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
was.
all my monies.
I'll give you my
She has her
75
own
gold.
sponsor. Thank you very much. Ursa's part of a guild, so I think she has like a hat from them.
Yeah.
And so but notices everybody's getting these sponsors and it's just like, I could have gotten you guys hats if you wanted.
Do your hats pay for themselves after 3 wins?
I don't know. I'd have to ask.
I mean, I will still wear a hat from your guild because you're my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could you could be sponsored by Ursa's guild.
I
wanna
think
be-
early on we were at least when we first started.
Yeah.
I want to be sponsored
Um,
by Ursa's guild. Can I put them on my visor?
You could.
I'm gonna
I
buy
think
a
so.
I don't know
Visor.
what they're called yet.
Yeah, we'll
Tell
come
me
up with the
what-
name later on.
I'll be sponsored by Ursa's guild.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we need to because you get paid. I think that is the thing in D&D where you get paid or you receive a regular payment from your guild or something like that.
I
don't know.
think it's the other way around. I have to pay
Oh, it's the
them.
other way. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. That's how guilds work.
But they're getting so
yeah.
much exposure.
They are.
True. Maybe we have a different agreement.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe.
figure this out.
Getting paid
figure
in
it out.
exposure.
Oh no.
Can someone buy more than one
It hurts my
visor?
artist heart.
I feel
Is
like a
there
really
any-
bad person for even saying that out loud.
I'll also purchase a visor as well.
We're all sellouts. Yay!
Well, I'm wondering,
Uh,
is there any way I can be sponsored by my patron and extra money just magically appears when I win?
Wait a minute.
Oh, is
Maybe.
Hold on now.
Tuglas's
There's
like
some still there.
is Tuglas's like a youth group visor like for his church?
I
Oh
don't
no, are you
think
the
so.
the cool youth pastor that wears a visor now?
Yeah,
Is Stranger also getting a visor? Because that would be complete the sellout if they're also doing one.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
Stranger gonna get? Anything catching her eye in this shop? Or are you gonna hoard the money for something special? Or
I'm not getting anything.
You're not getting anything?
Oh.
Okay.
Somebody should hoard up for the Under Armour.
Oh my
which
gosh,
is very
yes.
expensive.
I want it
and
really
also,
bad.
I can't use it.
Yeah.
Yes. The Under Armour is a lightweight material enchanted to resist most impacts. This armor is considered light armor for the purposes of proficiency, weighs 1 pound, and a base AC of 16. And it can be worn underneath most clothing.
Is
and
there a
is a
cap to
space
the dex
between
bonus?
Under Armour. There is no dex bonus. It's just flat 16.
I had
I'm
AC
better
20
without
with
it.
that. Okay.
What kind of guild
but-
is Ursa a part of?
Like a sign makers guild?
Oh, that's a perfect thing to put on a hat.
I mean, yeah, that makes
So
sense.
like a
to
literal
me.
sign.
You want something here?
Yes.
Exactly. She's just a graphic designer, guys.
I love it.
Well, yeah, there's also some other good things. So there's the band of sweat removal, the bottle of hydration, goggles of focus.
I think next time I'm going to get the Athlete's Choice body oil.
Yes, those are some consumable items. One of which is the Athlete's Choice body oil.
Can I read it?
Yes, you can.
The Athlete's Choice Body Oil. The top choice of body oil for premier athletes. There are 3 uses in the bottle. When you apply this oil to your body for 1 minute, you glisten impressively and have advantage on all charisma persuasion checks. Additionally, all creatures have disadvantage on checks to grapple or restrain you, and you have advantage on all checks to break free.
Yeah.
It's like an oil of freedom of movement.
Kind of, yeah.
But most importantly, you glisten impressively.
Also,
Athlete's
in
Choice Body Oil. Better than bod.
Now I'm picturing an ad with like some of us just being like, just,
yeah.
Well, now I'm imagining Alyssa with the acid attack, just glistening, running across the battlefield.
It's sort of a terrifying thought.
It's
Yeah.
so horrifying.
Yeah, I get more and more sort of grotesque as this game is progressing.
Oh no.
Also in the consumable items, you can get the 1 minute energy drink variety pack.
That one makes me laugh.
I
really
like that it's a variety pack.
hard.
Well, yeah, you don't want just the same flavor
No.
all the time. This is sorted 6-pack of berry flavored drinks. Pack in as much pep as they do flavor. Drinking one of these bottles removes 1 level of exhaustion and gives you +1 to all Constitution saving throws for 1 minute. And then there's the triple bubble gum.
Okay, I haven't with that one yet.
But is it chili
Oh, yeah.
flavored?
it's chewy,
Yeah.
chilly.
I mean, I know that.
Oh, you guys.
Uh,
Picking on me. Guess who's never
this is
breathing acid again?
the triple bubble gum, 10 strips of delicious bubble gum. Chewing this gum helps you focus in the heat of the game. For 1 minute while chewing this gum, you gain +1 to all wisdom checks and saving throws.
I just want some bubblegum.
That's
Ace can't use that. It would not work well with his beak.
I guess you don't
Yeah,
have
I
teeth,
can't imagine
huh?
a bird chewing gum.
Well, a goose. I'm pretty sure they have teeth.
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
sort of
It's
goose teeth.
terrifying.
Yeah, they do.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine a goose?
horrifying.
Everyone just think about a goose chewing gum for a second.
No?
As it
Too
blows,
late.
it blows a bubble and going, you better run.
Oh. Lovely
All right.
day on the Thunderball pitch, and you're a horrible bird-eating chewing gum.
I can't wait for the day when we play a game of Thunderball and it's just against a goose.
Just a singular goose.
We have Alessa getting the wrist brace of support, Treffy getting the stick of throwing,
And the
We
sponsored
have
visor.
I also
yeah,
got
I was
visor.
gonna
Oh, yeah.
cover those.
Many of us bought
cover those
hats.
at the end. So stick of throwing, wrist braces support, the official Thunderball guide,
Mhm.
4 sponsored visors, and the gloves of catching. 2 gloves of catching. Well, 4 gloves of catching.
Ah, yes. You have to
One
pay
for
for
each
each glove
hand.
individually.
Yeah, it's only you have to pay for both. No. All right. So Ashley, is that what I named her?
Yes.
I think so.
I wrote down.
Ashley, on
Ashley.
the other side, the associate here at the store, she has got her name tag on, rings up all of your purchases. I mean, yeah, I think they have an arcane, but they have arcane sort of anti-theft measures, and they have to ring a bell in order to deactivate them so you can leave the store safely. So she rings you up and takes your money. I assume you guys can all deduct your money correctly. I'm not going to math for you. And yeah, with all of your new, fresh gear in tow, you can head off to wherever you want to go.
When is the last game of the day?
Probably starts in about 30 minutes or so.
I'm gonna go watch the game.
Yeah, because
You
I'm
will
also
watch the
thinking now, do any of us have any money for drinks with the other team?
I
Or
do.
are we all broke?
Got a couple bucks.
Yeah, I got enough to go out and party.
Partying, in fact.
I'm team captain.
Um,
I'll buy everybody at least a round of drinks, but I think Alessa wants to watch the last game first.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah, let's go relax and scope out the other team. Also, the team we just played against invited us to go to get drinks if we would like. At the, what was it called? The stable?
The stable.
Stable.
So yes, watch the last game and then first round is on me. Only the one though.
Can I just stand on Alessa's back while she walks places I'm happy?
Yes.
Yes.
You're so tall.
This is what it feels like to look down at people. I do that anyway when I fly.
But if you ask me how the weather is up here, you have to get off.
I can fly higher than you, so
This is true. We are one and the same.
Okay, so you
Are
head
there
back into
Centaur Pegasuses?
Yes.
Would be terrifying.
I don't know if there are, and I don't know
Unless
if Alessa
Centaur
knows if there are, but she's
unicorns.
saying yes.
She's like,
That's
yeah. Inside check.
Yes.
So you all head back into the stadium and find some seats among the crowd where you can. Let me put on some less chill music now. You guys are no longer in the store.
I love the store music.
There we go. Head back into the stadium. You just kind of hide yourselves amongst the crowd where you find a nice place to sit and watch the game. I imagine there's special Centaur seating for a lot of the stadium. I haven't talked about this. Savannah and I talked about this. I don't know if I talked about it with everyone else. Is that Centaurs are one of the predominant races in Balabar.
So all the seats are actually too
Oh.
big for you guys.
Yeah, they're actually most of the same. Is probably very large, kind of wide seating for horses.
I'm imagining those like giant rocking chairs outside of like tourist traps and stuff like that.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
imagining the nice movie theaters that have like the wide
Yeah.
like reclining seats.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So they can only pack so many people into a stadium at a time.
The stadiums are also very tall.
Are Truffy and Ursa just sharing a seat together? Because
Yeah,
we're
probably.
Oh, little friends.
Standing on Alessa's back preening. Doing a little fluffy beard, pulling out feathers, and throwing them away.
So you go and find yourselves a comfortable spot, maybe grab some snacks, enjoy some of the pre-game festivities, and before you know it, the match between the Hungerlawn Cobras and the Call Rock Reef Hunters goes underway. The announcer, with much fanfare, calling out the names. You can see like most of the budget for like the pyrotechnics and the displays and stuff were saved for this game, as this is the feature game of the night for the home team.
We could probably do something like that, right? Ace, you could do something like that, right?
I think I did something like that when I entered, didn't I?
True.
There are 4 members to each team. You know that, well, I would say you definitely know now that Ursa has the 38th installment of the Thunderball handbook, the guidebook.
You could have got the 37th installment on Amazon. It would have been way cheaper.
Darn.
And with Prime, you could have got it delivered for free.
Are we vying for some actual sponsors for this game now?
I know I'm an Amazon
Wait a
advisor.
minute.
No, we're not. No, we're not doing that.
And the announcer comes over the intercom and says, and tonight, ladies and gentlemen, fans of Thunderball, the starting lineup for the Hungerlawn Cobras. Captain of the Cobras, Lage Bouvard, and a older human man with a kind of longer white hair and a beard comes out, striding out onto the field. Following quickly behind him, the announcer announces the other team, which I'm not going to do all of them in voice because that's going to take me too long. Epil and Ipa, which are 2 half-orc brothers that are defenders. I need to remember all these positions. Hybrid
okay, we have a
striker
book about
defenders
them.
for the other team. Yeah. And the 4th member, Vero, who's a half-elf woman, coming up as the 4th member of the team.
What was our captain's name?
Lage, that's Lage.
Sean, would you say he's the Cobra Commander?
He is the Cobra Commander.
Sorry, I said it in chat, but I wanted to say it out loud.
Yes.
And then the members of the Call Rock Reef Hunters, which actually announced most of the audience, kind of roars in applause and gets really hyped as they come out into the field. The captain, Fisky Work, which is a dwarven woman, has sort of darker skin, black, almost graying hair. She looks pretty old. Probably has been playing, and you probably can look it up in the guidebook. She's been playing for a long time, probably the last 10 seasons of Thunderball.
I have a question about
sure.
Thunderball. Is a season like a regular sort of year, or are there like multiple seasons? Like, how does like the breakdown work?
I think it's 1 season per year.
Okay. So because this is the 38th year this has been going on for.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other team members, a tiefling woman named Lee Gio, a human man named Tust, and a gnomish woman named Bruka. Make up the Call Rock Reef Hunters. So you all hang out for the match. Anything while you're watching, or just studying their tactics and their team comp?
Well, yeah, Ursa's definitely reading like what's in the guidebook about sort of these teams, like some of the stats and things, and commenting about it
over her shoulder and also looking at the field.
That team, he's like usually defender, but looks like they're settling up for something different right now.
Here's what I can do, actually. I'll pop you over to their screen so you can see what they look like, because that's the members of the opposing team, or the two teams coming up. The top is the Hungerlong Cobras, bottom is the Call Rock Reef Hunters.
Yo, the Cobras look intense.
Yeah, dang.
I put them
Yeah,
up
they
for
got
the
a
stream.
squad. Okay, good.
Look at these fools.
Squad goals.
Is there anyone in particular you're scouting out? I realize that you guys can't see the name cards right now, so let me fix that.
Probably not particularly, because how does the matchup go? Because like now that we have defeated the Nightmares, when is our next sort of game, and is it like?
So the games in Thunderball matches are usually scheduled by like promoters. It's less of like a set schedule and more like who do the team, like who can you schedule with, who's willing to go up against you to kind of prove themselves. Actually, the rankings are in the back of your Thunderball guidebook. There are 20 teams in the Balabar Thunderball League. And they are ranked preseason, and the top 8 teams from that are ranked in Balabar are invited for the tournament.
Okay. Oh yeah, because this is pre-tournament stuff we're in right now.
Yeah. So a lot of what it is because most of the sponsorships like require you have a certain, they want you to play in matches so they can get their money's worth. So the top teams are playing because they want to make money. The bottom teams tend to try to schedule matches to prove themselves against higher ranked teams to climb the rankings. Very rarely will like a number 1 team schedule against like the 20th ranked team, but people will try to schedule higher ranked matches to climb the rankings. So right now the Grey Coast Griffins are ranked 16th in the Balavar Thunderball guidebook. The Call Rock Reef Hunters are ranked 13th. And I can give you the rest of the rank. Hungerlong Cobras are ranked 8th, which you kind of get a sense watching the match as the Cobras very swiftly begin to gain the upper hand on the Call Rock Reef Hunters. This is a reference nobody's going to get, but it's like going to a Jags game. Everybody is really excited to see the home team play. Everyone's there, but as Call Rock slowly is getting kind of steamrolled by Hungerlong, it becomes more and more apparent why they are the 13th ranked team and not the 8th.
Okay.
What was the rank of the Nevertide Nightmares?
They are ranked 18th.
Okay, so when she finds a section with the ranking, she's like, guys, what rank do you think we are?
1.
Out of how many?
There's 20 teams.
Well, we just won a game, so I would hope not last.
Well, I could say we're not that.
I'm gonna roll
This
a
is good.
d20 and see what Treffy thinks we are.
We're
We're number 1!
If you had rolled anything else, I would have called you a liar.
But then do I have to re-roll it because I'm a halfling?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I mean, we're new, so probably towards the bottom. But not
Yeah,
because
a
of
little
skill,
bit.
just because
But we're not the very
Everyone's-
bottom.
going to underestimate us.
We're
Okay,
number
quick
16.
question about
That's
quick
good.
question
Wait,
about
what?
the guidebooks. Are they all low-key magically enchanted to update themselves as the season goes on?
So like the A people.
Definitely.
That's incredible.
Definitely. They're magically enchanted
So
to
did we-
update as the season goes
So
on.
did we change at all since we won? Like did we
You
move
don't know
up to
'cause you
16 since we won?
You bought it after you won.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
don't know.
There's not like a little like a function where we can see like the progression of each team through the season.
It's like an update button and
Right.
scroll to.
It was an exhibition match, so you don't gather the rankings were going to
The
change.
books
Boo.
just slowly get bigger as the season goes on with all the updates.
Oh,
So
I love this.
I have a question which you might have already
Mhm.
answered. So is the like the 4-person loadout, I don't really know what to call it. Like the 4-person team, like is that pretty standard? Like do most teams play with around 4?
That's
or
pretty
is there
standard, yeah.
Is there like a big fluctuation between like the
There
number
are,
of players that people field?
Yeah, so the higher ranked teams, most of them have 6 players on the team. They're just able to recruit more players.
That makes sense.
Like the Karat Hellfire has 6 players. Most teams don't tend to field all 6 at once. At least at the beginning of the match, they tend to play around with substitutions and fielding different numbers of players strategically. Coach Yuri has a very kind of old school sense of coaching, which lends itself to fielding a full team during a match, and that's why the Griffins have favored that sort of coaching style and that play style.
Do any of I would assume like this is probably a thing that only the teams that can recruit a lot do. Does anybody have more than 6 players and like sub out a lot? Anybody have like a second string?
Not. It wouldn't be official if they did. Most of the bigger teams, the like top ranked teams, it's very easy for them to. They have people that are constantly trying out and trying to join the team, so it's easier for them to recruit if they need to sub somebody out. So they don't have like an official second string, but they may work with and train other players, potential players who
On
want
call.
to join.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering if we were going to go up against like the number 1 team and there was just going to be like 20 people sitting on the sidelines like waiting.
No. No, because you can only have 6 on your roster for a match, so
Right.
you can't sit out any more than
That makes
6
sense.
people.
Okay. So helpful, learning so many things.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you bought this book.
It costs a lot, but I think it was worth it. It might be tough to remember.
There's probably a
all of
less
it,
expensive non-magical version that you could buy.
I mean, if you were gonna get it, I was gonna get it, so we have it for the team now.
Yeah, and I'm pretty used to buying stuff for the team anyways.
Pay you back eventually. Especially now that we're all sponsored.
As the game is concluding, and it's looking more and more like the Cobras are going to cinch this. I think the Reef Hunters do score early in the match, but after that they are pretty handily shut out for the remainder of it as the Cobras kind of strike. I think the Cobras that you do notice, they favor a sort of a magical strategy, kind of not dissimilar from what you notice with the Nightmares, just more efficient and better. So after the game begins to conclude and it's looking like it's wrapping up, you hear a voice clearing from the end of your row, and you look over and you see Coach Yuri standing there watching the match, kind of arms crossed, and he says, "Well, this was a disappointment for the headliner." And you're watching as like some of the stands are beginning to clear out as the Reef Hunters are looking like they're going to lose. And he looks over towards you and he says, "We need to have a team meeting once the
Now?
match is over." Yeah, now.
I want to drink.
Go.
3 of you
Drink?
talked at once. What?
You want drinks? We have
Want
meeting
drinks?
at the stable.
The other
Can't I have a
team
meeting
invited
at
us.
bar to give away our strategy to other teams that are there?
Let them.
It'll be quick. There's someone who wants to talk to you.
Ominous.
Is it the announcer? Because if it is, I have spare spots on my visor and my jacket.
Just have a few openings right here. All right.
We could
I mean,
go
I
now. I
guess-
think we've seen enough. It's sad
towards
when
the state.
fans leave so early, though.
Yeah. Call Rock isn't what it used to be. Might be a good opportunity for that. And he heads back up the stairs.
The Colrock Griffins doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, they can't. You can't do a name unless it has alliteration. It wouldn't work.
It's not allowed.
Not allowed.
Thunderball.
So, yes, it is. It's in the Thunderball handbook.
I'll round everybody up. Let's go.
All right.
Team meeting, then drinking.
It's actually not a rule because the top ranked team is the Karat Hellfire, so they're not. They break their own rule.
Everyone
There's
is
a
just saying the
silent
name wrong.
H. There's a silent H at the start. It's like nice.
All of the 6 number 1 team, all of the official city teams do not have the same alliteration. That was something you guys did, and
Yep.
I just had to
And
run
it's
with
better.
it.
We did it better.
It's better.
That's why we're gonna win.
We'll see. Except for the Thundering Herd, I don't have who's the number 4th ranked team.
You made that a real team?
Yeah, I made that a
Oh
real team.
gosh, they're just gonna be centaurs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, they are.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh
dang.
boy.
That's gonna be fun.
All we gotta do is just make stairs. Horses can't go upstairs.
No, they couldn't go downstairs.
I thought that was cows.
I'm pretty sure it's cows.
It's a fantasy world with magic. It can be centaurs, which aren't real in the first place.
Then they could probably
Good
go
point.
upstairs.
No.
Every centaur, their racial ability is that they have a spell that lets them turn all stairs into ramps.
I like it.
The most accessible ancestry.
You
Okay.
all head out of the stadium as the final moments of the match conclude with the Cobras sealing victory. The stadium is emptying out in droves with disappointed fans all around. There's probably a small group of Cobra fans who are still in the stadium, like near their side of the field, just like cheering wildly, all like gathering near the edge as their team walks off the field. You all leave the stadium and see your coach, Yuri, waiting across the street, standing next to a gentleman wearing a green suit with sort of slick black hair and with a big white smile across his face. He looks human. And your coach does not seem super thrilled talking to him as you approach. He clears his throat and looks at all of you and says, Alden, this is the Grey Coast Griffins. This is Alden. And the man steps forward and he says, my name is Alden Tross. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
No,
This guy
I'm
seems
a,
trustworthy.
we're leaving.
I
I'm a
wanna shake
promoter
his
for the
hand.
Balavar Thunderball. Oh, yes. He shakes your hand.
I have ad space here. Pricing on the back's different. Large
Can we-
space.
Hear what the man has to say first, Ace. Greetings.
Says, we can get to that in a moment. Greetings and salutations. My name, as I said, is Alden Tross. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Your reputation precedes you. What little of it there is. I am, as I said, a promoter for the Balavar Thunderball League, and I see a great opportunity for the Grey Coast Griffins in this upcoming season that I was discussing with your coach, and gentleman as he is, wanted you all to have a say in it as well.
I'm
so
sure
I'll
that's
cut to the
exactly
chase.
what happened.
Coach Yuri just has his hands crossed again, and is glowering at this man, and kind of gives a sigh and looks at you. Alessa says, "Just hear him out. I wouldn't let him within 15 feet of all of you if it didn't sound promising."
I appreciate it.
Holden sort of straightens his tie a bit and says, yes. So, as I said, just cutting straight to the point, I am offering my services as a promoter. I've made many connections with nearby cities and the owners of many of the most prominent teams in the Thunderball League, and I see a great opportunity for the Griffins. Underdogs, something that everyone can get behind. That just the way things currently are set up within the Thunderball League, as wonderful as it is, it's hard for teams, small teams from towns such as yourself, to climb the rankings, set up matches with the larger and more prestigious programs. I've spared no inconsiderable expense to acquire the opportunity for a small but promising team such as yourselves to perhaps secure a spot within the Grand Thunderball tournament for this season. Now, it's not guaranteed. You'll still have to earn your way into the top rankings, but I have set up some matches with some, well, prestigious teams.
Cool.
First of which would be here, and gestures towards the stadium. I know you just played here, so it can't sound like too much excitement, but your first match would be against the Call Rock Reef Hunters. I know, after seeing their performance, they aren't what they used to be, but they are given a special consideration, and as the 13th ranked team, beating them would be no small feat for a team as unknown as yours, and be a vital first step towards securing your place in the tournament.
Just gets like star eyes. Guys, we could go to the tournament.
What do you get in return?
Well, I set up the matches, and I take a share of the profits.
Do you want to elaborate on that, or?
Well, I mean, the profits that would normally go to your team's owners, I'm not sure of the name. Yuri says, the Derwiths. Yes, I'd arrange it with them, and I'm sure they'll be happy with it. They really haven't been involved in much of the process. And Alden says, right. I would arrange it with Lord and Lady Derwith, and I would take a portion of the proceeds from your matches, as well as any ad revenue that would be generated from your displays of prowess. And, well, I'd get to ride on your coattails to your inevitable victory in the grand tournament.
How much?
20%. And Yuri kind of goes, 20. Well, there's some room for negotiation, but that doesn't concern you as the team. It won't cut into your proceeds. If anything, you'll be more handsomely compensated for your victories in the months to come.
What does money matter when we can make it to the final tournament?
Well,
Exactly.
I was going to ask you that, Ursa, because you're the one that's put the most money into the team.
Yeah, but it's because it needed to happen. But I don't know if I can make this happen getting to the tournaments, because as we know, we're not quite as well ranked. To get there yet, it would be a long, difficult climb, but this could definitely make it quicker. Probably still is difficult, though.
Looks at you, Ursula, and says, "Are you a member of the guild?"
Yes.
That has no name because I don't have one yet.
Because we haven't come up with it. Yes, that's true.
Good. I would need to talk to you because if you're a representative, maybe you can help aid in the negotiations to secure the my position. But that would go a long way. Your support would.
I do know how to talk a little bit of business. What do you guys think? And like turns around to everyone and is like, please say yes. Like mouthing.
I think Tugless is right there with Alyssa. Is just super like skeptical, and just says 15, not 20.
Well, I appreciate your negotiate. Unless you're the team owner, I'd rather negotiate with someone a bit higher up. But I understand your point.
He's not the owner, but if we say no, you're not getting in to see them.
Fine, 15 will be my starting request then. Happy?
10.
Ace,
That
now
15
you're
seemed
just
to work.
Guys,
now you're just saying numbers.
We didn't get into this
25.
for money.
Ace,
25,
that's not how negotiating works.
50.
You're a gentleman and a scholar. Yes.
He's just parroting. He's just parroting words. Don't pay attention to him.
He's just parroting words. Don't pay attention to him. He's regretting not buying the oil to coat himself and
No.
seductively persuade this guy to go to 5.
If we're going to take this seriously, we want to play in the tournament. If we want to play in the tournament, I guess he's our ticket.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm not talking to you.
Fine.
Well, if he helps us get more glory in Thunderball, then let's do it.
Exactly, see Trefinos.
Is that his real voice?
We're not talking to you.
Can you
Yes.
stop eavesdropping on our non-whispered conversation right next to you?
I'm standing. I will go walk over here
right.
while you make your decision, and you come to me with whatever you decide. How about that?
I'm gonna squawk a bit at him, like a bird.
Poof up.
Peacock, like
Just like the.
Yeah,
Oh yes, the feathers go up.
Should we vote?
I
There's so many
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
haven't heard too many nays, but I also haven't heard anything from
Oh,
Swingo.
Is
is that
this
a
a horse
horse joke?
joke?
Whoa.
No, it was not.
Ah.
I'm
I
sorry,
laugh and
couldn't
high
watch
five
my
Ace.
words better.
Fist bump. Bang. Animals gotta stick together.
Yeah.
Strange, you are the 6th member of this team.
Oh, it makes no difference to me, but I trust your judgment, Ursa.
So that's a yes then. All right.
So
So
you're the expert.
Okay.
I'm only team captain on the field, so
But yeah, I do want money. If you ever say money's not everything, I will.
it's a lot of things.
In many things.
We
What's
bought
this mean?
a great book for the team.
Couldn't done that without money
that's true, and money is important, but that's
and shiny.
not why we're all here, right?
No,
Thought we were here to play a game and win.
but if we are getting enough money, we can play the game all the time. Not have to do other things that are not playing the game.
What if we could do this like professionally, like
The tournament would be a big step.
see? I don't see any downsides to this.
He seems completely trustworthy. I trust him.
I definitely don't trust him. But I'm also willing to go along with it.
You'll
For
take his
now.
money.
Mhm.
All right. Mr. Alden, we made our decision.
Alden is fine. And he whips around and comes
Is
walking
he?
over. Clearly, continue to hear your entire conversation.
Yeah.
He says, "So, a decision then?"
Yes. We will have to work out some of like the business details, and obviously we have to get the owners involved. But
Of course. But the support of the team will go a long way towards making this position official, and I can get to work now that the match has ended to securing your or planning out the details of your first match of the season against the Colrock Reef Hunters, which, based on my prior negotiations with the team owner, take place in 3 weeks.
Plenty of time to practice.
Yes, I would suggest trying to set up some practice
Or you're coaching now.
between then, just anything to build up your. If you could practice with some other teams, build up some reputations there, help us with other spots. So,
Well, we're doing your job for you.
well, I work
Do
on
we
sort of
need
the
him?
bigger picture. You do if you want
You
to.
want us
base-
building up our reputation for you.
Yes. Well, the other good teams have a suit man, so
Yes,
we should
exactly.
also have one.
Yeah, suit man. And I just stare at him and just like,
Do you really have to be in green?
I have suits of many colors. I can, if you don't like green, I can try to fit something that matches the. What's the color for the Grey Coast Griffins?
Gray and gold.
Gray. Gold sounds wonderful. Gray's a bit drab. Let's emphasize the gold.
Not if you get a shiny grey.
Like
I think that's silver.
It's shiny grey.
Well,
I
there's
know
like
what-
warmer grays. It's a whole spectrum. It's hard for some people to sit.
Well, we are
Just think
still
of certain
relatively
colours.
unknown. We could change to silver and gold, and no one would notice.
That would be a
shiny.
horse of a different color.
Is that the horse joke? I can't. You said the word horse.
I'm gonna pump out a little bit of fire because no one messes with my animal friends.
He's a dragon.
Yeah, is Ace in his dragon onesie now that we're not on
Yeah.
the field?
Oh, I forgot that's a thing.
It's dragon onesie,
Oh gosh.
He's a
purple and
dragon.
gold.
I like the drag onesie with like the bird legs poking out the bottom.
Yeah. Because it's
Uh,
like a suit
And
for
on
kids.
top of the onesie is my Xander's Food Type Visor because advertisement.
Perfect.
gotta always be repping.
And there's a little slit up top so his feathers can stick up when it needs to.
He says, "Well, with that, I'll get to work. Have some drinks, celebrate. This is the beginning of a wonderful partnership here tonight. Yuri, it's a pleasure to meet you." And he holds out a hand, and Yuri doesn't do the same and just kind of nods. He goes, and he says, "Right."
Ursa does go to shake his hand before he leaves.
He shakes yours. Says,
Uh,
I look.
She like grips it really tight and is like, "No funny business."
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like, "No funny business. Thornton is watching." And that was cocked. Hang on. What is my intimidation? I don't even know, but I think I actually have. Oh, that's 17.
Okay, yeah, the smile kind of drops for a second. You can hear an audible gulp. He goes, "Right,
All needs to be fair.
this will be wonderful." Right.
Okay.
Right. Have a good evening. And he turns and on his heel and strides down the street.
He's bossy. You use the word friend so liberally.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably going to
Yuri-
be seeing a lot of him.
Yuri growling.
I see
says,
people I don't like all the time.
"Unfortunately." Well, it's part of the business, so just we'll focus on what we need to. Let him focus on that side of things.
Ursa's right though. If he can get us a real foot in the door, we could do this for real.
Yeah, beating the Reef Hunters would definitely put us in contention.
Right up those rankings. Go to the tournament. She gets like a little teary-eyed. We can do this thing.
So what does it mean by practice though? We're amazing.
Right.
Well, we're number 6 team.
I'm going to talk to a few other teams, see if I can schedule some practice matches in the next couple of weeks.
I love this. Means we get to
Know
play
that
more.
the first number when number 1. Ignore the 6.
Well, practice match means we get to play more.
But then almost at least half the teams in the league are also number 1.
My logic is indisputable. Do not argue with me, Trappy.
He's a dragon, you know.
I fight dragons! And Trevi takes up like a very exaggerated
Tonight
cups.
No, Trevi, tonight you drink with dragons.
I'll do that too.
Let's go join the other team.
I would like to drink.
Ace will put his daggers away. He was ready to roll with Trappy.
Okay.
All right.
Trappy wants to roll, we will roll. I'll throw hands.
So you
Both
head to the
cast
stable.
fight manually. We can only cast spells at each other.
You head to the stable to get a round of drinks with the Never Tide Nightmares. Build up a rapport with your defeated adversaries. And I think that's where we're going to end our session. We can pick up next time if you guys want to talk to any of them specifically at the bar, and start planning for your match against the Colrock Reef Hunters.
Yes.
So let me put some wind down music on. No,
It's the
that's not what
store
I
music.
want. That's the store music. I can't
Let's
do
go
that.
shopping again.
I don't actually have anything. Nope, I'm gonna go back to this because this is all I got. Okay. So
figure it
yeah, I need to pull the music that we had for our last game to do at the end. The happy
Oh,
music.
the happy music.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
good stuff.
So thank you everyone for watching. We completed our first Thunderball match, which I think went
We won!
won!
that's one.
Yay!
Can you play the buzzer one more time?
Oh yeah. hold on.
We won!
There you go.
It just makes me so happy.
So yeah, that's the plan for the campaign. Is going to be you guys, the Grey Coast Griffins, scrapping their way to the top, trying to get into the top 8 so you can participate and perhaps win the Grand Thunderball tournament. So unfortunately, we will not be meeting next week, but we will be back in 2 weeks to pick up from where we left off and see what happens next. In the meantime, check out some of our other streams. We will have tomorrow at 7:00 Eastern time the Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, and then on Wednesday we will have Tidefall at 8:30 Eastern time. That's another D&D 5th Edition campaign. And maybe some Valentine's Day streaming next week. Just stay tuned for towards the end of the week and see what we got in store for you. Anyone else have anything before we call it for tonight? No? All right. Well, thank you everyone out there for watching. We will be back soon enough. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Good night,
Good night,
Internet.
Internet.
Good morning.
Hey.